Hi K1, welcome to your first STEM video lesson. Today I want to show you how to work through each of the worksheet options that were sent to your parents. They go along with the books that were in your bags that you received. And those books should all be about animals from the Amazon rainforest. Some of you selected those animals, and for those of you that didn't have a preference, I tried to pick a book that I thought you'd like. If you're finding that you don't enjoy the book that was sent to you, then just let mom or dad know and I can find a different option for you. Tonight my son Connor is going to help me work through some of the worksheet options and explain the activity. Okay, for this first example lesson, I am going to be using a book about bats, and I have my worksheet options and a pencil and a Chromebook. Each of you should pick just one set of worksheets to do. Your parents are going to help you select which worksheet would be best, and I'm going to walk you through each, but you only need to listen to the portion of the video that's about the worksheet you'll be doing. This is the first worksheet. You'll see up here that your name goes on the top, like always. Then your animal name goes right here. If you're not sure how to spell it, you can definitely use your book to find that. Then you're going to draw a picture of your animal down in this large box. Then after you read your book with your parents, you're going to write 3 things that you learned, one in each of these blanks, and then draw a picture that goes with it. So for example, if I was going to write that I learned that bats are fast, I would write that down here, bats are fast, and then I would draw a picture of a bat flying fast in that first blank. Okay, this next worksheet is one of 6 in this section, so this would be option B. So this worksheet that we're going to use for an example is what they eat. So everything on this sheet should be about what bats eat. So if this was Connor's worksheet, then he'd write his name in this blank and then bats in this blank. And then what is something that you know about what bats eat, Connor?
I know that they eat bugs.
Okay, so then he'd write eat bugs in the I know section. What is something that you wonder about bats and what they eat?
I wonder how many bugs they eat.
Okay, so then he could write how many. And then after he's read the book, then he would write in this section what he's learned. What is something that you've learned about what bats eat?
I learned that bats also eat fruit and fish.
Okay, great. So then he would do the same thing for what bats do and where bats live. And then if he wanted to, he could do the other 3 sheets or one of those 3 sheets or 2 of them that say at the top a topic that you've created or a topic that you've chosen. This is the third worksheet option. You'll notice that this one has the first 2 sections that the last one did, but then the last section is actually broken up into 2. So it has a section for something that you've learned in a book and something that you've learned on the internet, which would be on a computer. So for this worksheet example, Connor picked a topic I selected, and he wanted to learn more about bat adaptations. So that would be anything that the animal uses to survive best in the rainforest. So what is something that you know about how the animal survives best in the rainforest for his adaptation? What do you know?
I know that they are nocturnal.
Okay, so for I know, he'd write nocturnal. What is something that you wonder?
I wonder how echolocation works.
Okay, great. And then he's going to use the internet to learn something about bat adaptations. The site that I'm recommending that you use is called Pebble Go, and I've sent all of your parents an access code. So when you go onto Pebble Go, you're going to click on animals, and then you're going to scroll until you see your animal. So bats would be,
mammals.
Yep, and mammals. So you'll notice that it speaks to you as well. It's probably in other mammals, the section
Other
that has
mammals.
the sloth. And then there's bats. So then you'd click on bats, and then you could learn about the bat's body, their habitat, food, life cycle, and fun facts. And you can make all of this read to you by clicking the microphone.
Bats are the only mammals with wings. They have
So then for something that Connor learned on the internet for adaptations, he would write,
They have skin on their wings that allow them to cover during sleep.
and then from the book, what is something that you learned?
They have light bones that help them fly.
Okay, so all of those things were about the topic that he selected, which was adaptation, which is a big word to say how they best live in the rainforest. Just so you know, for any of the worksheets, if you choose option A or B or C, if you would like to add information other than what is in your book, then Pebble Go is a great option, and everybody's parents have the code to get into Pebble Go. Okay, thank you, K1. I hope that helps you to do your worksheets. We're going to use those worksheets to make some posters for our end of the year project. And then after we complete the posters, there's going to be another really fun activity where you're going to get a chance to actually build your animals. And we'll be sending you the materials to make those. So that should be lots of fun. If you have any questions, you can have your parents send me an email, or they can send a message to me on the Google Classroom. And I hope that you all have a moment to watch this video before we meet next Wednesday for our Google Meet STEM class. Thanks. Bye.